Do y'all feel like forgiveness is a real thing, or is it just a myth?
Nah, forgiveness is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? You're going to make mistakes, bro. You're going to make a lot. And that's everybody. You going to make mistakes. You forgive your kids all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? You forgive your kids and people that do you wrong all the time. So forgiveness is a thing. It don't mean you forget.
Right.
Don't get that. Don't ever forget that. You know what I'm saying? But you can forgive somebody. And you can forgive somebody and stop fooling with them forever. You get what I'm saying? I forgive you, but I just don't fuck with you no more. Yeah. So yeah, forgiveness is a real thing, man.
Okay, so let me add an extra question. What does forgiveness look like to you?
Don't know. I don't be forgiving nobody.
So what the
This nigga lying.
Exactly.
We know this nigga lying. We know Matt lying.
Exactly.
I really
tell the truth.
I'm gonna tell the truth.
Right,
so look,
tell the truth.
Look, the only reason why, for real, that I forgive people, my wife be involved. For real. If it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't speak to a lot of niggas. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So everybody I've ever forgave, you better thank my wife.
But what was the reason?
Never spoke.
What was the reason for the forgiveness?
My wife would be like, man, y'all got history or some shit like that. You get what I'm saying? Like it'd be on some shit like that. You get what I'm saying? And for me, I cut a nigga off for something petty. Cause I'd be like, I never do somebody like that. Or I never do what you did to me. I wouldn't do that. You know, I wouldn't even think of it to even think about doing it to you. So when it's done to me, I can't even speak to you no more. So everybody that's ever done something to me that was worthy of you getting cut off and we spoke again, thank my wife. She is the reason why you are here.
So if it took your wife to prod you to do it, did you really forgive her?
Mm-hmm. To be honest with you, no.
So you faking it whenever they come around,
right?
I ain't actually faking it. It's just I'm on some.
It's cordial.
Yeah, I'm on some. All right, you get what I'm saying? Let me see.
It's just what it is, but nothing more.
Let me see what my wife see in you. You know what I'm saying? What I thought I seen in you, and then you did some fuck shit, and then my wife stepped in and was like, "Look, take a second look at that." You get what I'm saying? It be on that shit. So did I actually forgive them? No, I can honestly say no. Because I'm not ever putting that part of whatever happened past you again. I'm not putting that past you. You get what I'm saying? Or we won't never speak on none of that. As far as like doing anything or anything in that realm, we'll never do that again. Like you can never bring that up to me again. So that's just how I look at it. So, but forgiveness is real. But over here with me, I don't be forgiving nobody.
I'm
Loyalty.
I knew he was thinking about it.
They know why I'm at with it. I'm just, they know why I'm at with it.
To be honest, I don't believe in. Hell no. Hold on.
Bro.
That nigga
Y'all retarded.
Hey, they gonna keep him.
They made me forget what I was gonna say.
Never heard a truck speed.
Oh my! Hey man, we cutting all this. No,
we just not.
I love it. Oh
damn,
man, I'm
What
sorry,
was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. I don't believe in forgiveness. I believe in adjusted behavior. And fact is that, well, for one, it takes a lot for me to forgive somebody because I don't put a lot of faith in people. Just gonna be honest. Like I don't have expectations for people that aren't based on what you've shown me. And I feel like that's where a lot of people go wrong. So you'll get your feelings caught up, you'll get your expectations caught up in what somebody do, and then they do something that goes against that, and now you shattered. That's not me. That's not how I'm cut. And I done got into trouble with that in my relationships as well. Cause I don't separate the two. I expect people to be human. And with being human means that you are imperfect, which means things are gonna happen. So again, but when things happen, I'll deal with you accordingly to how I feel. More times than not, it's in a toxic way because I'm very vindictive, but I'm working on that. But as far as forgiveness, I can never truly forgive you because that's gonna be on your resume. Every time I look at you, I'm gonna see what you did. It just is what it is. Like we can talk about it, We can go to therapy about it. You can apologize to me 1,000 times. But I feel like most people don't apologize for what they did. They apologize for getting caught.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because if they knew that they wasn't going to get caught, they would do it again. If they knew that they could get away with it. Like I said, I had a dude ask me had a dude that asked me recently. He was like, hey, man, if you can get away with stealing $1 million and you knew wasn't nobody going to find out, would you do it? Hell yeah, I'll do it. Mm-hmm. Now, if a dude go rob a bank and take $1 million, he go in front of that judge, he gonna apologize for doing that. Oh man, I'm sorry. Going through this time, I didn't mean that. No, you mean it. Mm-hmm. You sorry you got caught. Mm-hmm. Same thing with cheating. Mm-hmm. You like that dude that you cheated with. Because again, with women, it takes a lot for most women, in my opinion, to really come off of the ass like that. Like most women is not gonna meet a dude at the club, married, 10 years married in a relationship, meet a dude at the club one night, get ass up. It just doesn't typically work like that. Now men will do that, but a lot of women won't do that. So it took a lot for you to get to that point. So you apologizing to me is irrelevant because that's really what you wanted to do. Like that, you really vetted that. Like y'all done had conversations, like y'all connected mentally, like y'all done bonded. That wasn't an accident. Mm-hmm. I feel like you can apologize for accident. Oh, damn, bro, I stepped on your shoe. My bad. I can forgive that. That's an accident. But some shit that took premeditated thought, I can't forgive that. Mm-hmm. That's how you cut. That's how you wired. Mm-hmm. Same thing with men and friendships. Mm-hmm. If we've been rocking forever and you do some disloyal shit, you go, talk behind my back to an enemy or go when you try to shoot at my wife or something like that's I can't forgive that. Mm-hmm. That's on your resume. That's who you are. Mm-hmm. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust my behavior going forward, but our relationship will never be the same. Mm-hmm. And I feel like with forgiveness, that means that okay, we can get past it and we can start anew to work towards the relationship that we had before. I don't believe in that. It'll never be that. I will never see you the same.
I don't think you have to.
That shit crazy.
So the definition.
So forgiveness is only for accidents.
Not
for premeditated actions. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So there is forgiveness. It's just not for premeditated actions.
I don't know, because you can have a premeditated action and still forgive someone. That's their choice, though, to forgive them.
Yeah, but I feel like it shouldn't work that way.
It's still. So the definition say psychologists generally define forgiveness as a conscious, deliberate decision to release feelings or resentment or vengeance towards a person or group who has harmed you, regardless of whether they actually deserve your forgiveness. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting, nor does it mean condoning or excusing offenses. Mm-hmm. So they can still do harm and you forgive them. Like a lot of times you'll see on the news where somebody, shoot somebody's son or whatever, and the mother or grandmother is just talking about praying for the other person or whatever. They forgive them, but they just wish they do better. Now, I wouldn't do that. But, you know what I'm saying? That would be, in an instance, forgiveness. They're releasing everything because that's like a trauma. That's like a bondage. It's a hold that they have mentally on them. So they rather just release it and let it be than hold on to it.
But see, you know what? Well, I feel like that definition is dead fucking wrong. It's because it says that you can forgive somebody and not condone what they do. I disagree. Because me forgiving you means that I'm okay with what you did.
Mm-hmm. No.
It does. Mm-hmm. It means that I've accepted what you did.
You accept
and
it.
And I'm going to continue, especially if it's something that goes against my moral standing. So I'm accepting of what you did, and I'm going to continue to allow you around me. I'm going to continue to try to work toward building some type of relationship with you.
No. The last part you don't have to do. You can still forgive them and not ever deal with them again.
Which is what I mean. So what does forgiveness mean?
You letting it go. That's what the last part is.
Yeah, that's what they say, letting it go.
Yeah, but what does letting it go mean?
You releasing the feelings. You're releasing the thought. You just no longer really worrying about it. You're not having it won't have a hold on you.
Right. But and again, so in my current state, right? Or how I've always been, in my current state. If somebody does something wrong to me, mm-hmm. I'm not holding on to it. I'm not carrying it. I'm not doing whatever. It's just every time I look at you or every time your name comes up, I'm going to think about that immediately. Now, that's not saying that I'm carrying this weight every day. I may not see you for years or I may not hear about you for years. Mm-hmm. But the second I do, immediately your resume is going to come up in my head. Mm-hmm. And I don't feel like that's holding on to anything. I've just marked your character like that. That's who you are.
To me, that don't sound like forgiveness.
That's what I'm saying. But to me, but again, which is why I said I don't believe in it. I believe in adjusted behavior. You showed me who you are. This is on your resume. Mm-hmm. If you go out there and rape a child or rape my child or try to smash my wife or something like that, like that's not an accident. Like, no, that's who you are.
Oh, absolutely.
That's who your makeup is.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I could never forgive you for that because that would mean that I'm condoning it or that I feel like it's okay. That's how I feel. I know the definition says differently, but I disagree with that definition. If I forgive you, then I'm accepting that. Not saying that I would do it, but I'm saying it's saying that, okay, I'm at peace with you doing it. I'm not. Yes. I'll never be at peace with you.
Yes, that's what it's basically.
Yeah,
I'm at peace with it. I'm not going to let it bother me. I'm not going to let it waver me. No. It's just, it is what it is.
I'll never be at peace with you doing.
That's what it is. That's forgiveness.
So again, that's why I say I don't agree.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Of course, you're not going to forget. Of course, you're never going to forget. But letting it, you know what I'm saying, letting that emotional letting it have an emotional attachment on you to where now you having mood swings or the moment that person come in, now you want to, you know what I'm saying, now you ready to box or whatever it is. Yeah, all that. So yeah, in that instance, no, you haven't forgot it because you didn't let it go. So yeah.
Just my opinion. Kenny, you got something you want to add or you good?
Loyalty.
Loyalty.